Hello! Good to see you today. Kind of, good for you. I'm glad you're watching. How's that? Today, I'm so excited because I'm doing another Easter book today, but not just any Easter book. It is a Jambret Easter book, my fave. And comparing it with the one I did yesterday and seeing the artwork, this is just an amazing book, as Jambret books always are. So there are, you can see the detail work in the pictures, and that's throughout the whole book. So I may pause a little bit more on the pages to give you time to look at all the wonderful artwork that she has in there. So the name of this book is The Easter Egg, and it is by illustrated and written by Jambret. Cheer up, spring is here. Time to start my first ever Easter egg, Hoppy said. Each year, the bunny who decorated the winding egg got to help the Easter rabbit hide the eggs on Easter morning. Hoppy had been dreaming about being this bunny all year long. Now it was time to get started. Everywhere Hoppy looked, rabbits were working on dazzling eggs. I need an amazing idea, he thought. Hoppy spotted Flora Bunny planting spring wildflowers in her egg. Oh, the Easter rabbit will love those colorful flowers, he thought. And he started picking flowers for his egg. Here's a basket for your flowers, Hoppy, Flora said. Oh, my goodness. Look at the detail work in that bunny. Amazing. Let's see, who might be coming next? Chop, chop, scrape, scrape. Hoppy spied Bunny Birch carving a magnificent wooden egg. Oh, I wish I had some of that wood for my egg, he wished out loud. Oh, does that tell us anything? Here you go, Hoppy, Bunny Birch said, and you put a smooth, round piece of wood in Hoppy's basket. Oh, thank you, said Hoppy. Hoppy was hopping along when the smell of the sweetness led him out of the woods and straight to the chocolate egg that Aunt Sassafras was decorating with creamy frosting squiggles and bows. Well, hello, Hoppy, she said as she put some chocolate squares in his basket. Hippity hop, Hoppy exclaimed. I'll make the Easter rabbit a chocolate egg so sweet it will make his whiskers tingle. Then Hoppy saw Granny Irony decorating one of her famous story eggs. First, she tracked a design on the egg with a special tool, and then she dipped the egg in pots of yellow and green and orange and red dye, adding a new design each time. Hoppy couldn't believe his eyes. Oh, I'll never make an egg that beautiful, he told Granny Irony. She smiled. You just try, she said, giving him one of her special tools. Hoppy was hopping by Hans van der Rabbit's garden when he spotted an extraordinary egg. Hans was painting a portrait of the Easter Bunny, so real that he looked alive. "Fantastic!" Hoppy exclaimed. "Why, thank you, Hoppy," Hans said. "Why don't you make a painting on your egg?" And he gave Hoppy pots of paint and a fine brush. As Hoppy bounced along, a loud boing nearly knocked him off his feet. It was a whirling, twirling mechanical egg. "Whoa!" Hoppy said. "That is an unusual egg." "Would you like to make one?" Roberto asked. Hoppy tried hard, but the harder he tried, the more parts and pieces piled up around him. "Thank you, Roberto," he said, "but I think I better make an egg that is just right for me." She put a hedgehog in there. Hoppy hopped back to the woods and lay down under a tall tree so he could think. "Making a beautiful egg is harder than I'd imagined," he thought. "Oh, I guess I don't have to win this. I just want to make an egg that I can be proud of." Suddenly, the woods sprang with the squawking of birds sounding alarm. Mother Robin swooped down, calling wildly as if she couldn't decide where to go. An egg had tumbled out of Mother Robin's nest. Inside the perfect blue egg was a baby robin that needed its mother to keep it warm until it hatched. Hoppy knew what he had to do. He sat down carefully and covered the blue egg with his soft, warm fur. "I'll take care of you the best that I can," he whispered. Relieved, Mother Robin chirped and settled down on her other 2 eggs. Hoppy never left the robin's egg. If it was sunny and warm, he carefully turned the egg in its nest in its nest of moss. If it was rainy and cold, he kept the egg covered and dry. At night, wild animals passed by, and Hoppy crouched down and stayed hidden in the ferns. Often he heard strange noises coming from above, but Hoppy didn't run away. Every day, the rabbits worked on their eggs. Tadpoles turned into frogs, buds swelled into leaves, and Easter came closer and closer. Finally, it was time for the rabbits to take their eggs to the glen. They had forgotten all about Hoppy, who was quietly sitting on the blue egg under the tall tree in the woods. Early the next morning, the rabbits waited for the Easter rabbit. Suddenly, a beautiful wagon rolled toward them out of the mist. Whoa, this turns into one big page, so I'm going to scroll it all the way across so you can see. It rolled and stopped. The Easter rabbit stepped down from the wagon and admired the beautiful eggs one by one. "Well, you have brought me the most beautiful eggs in the world, but a very special one is not here," he told them. The rabbits were puzzled. Well, whose egg could it be? "Fill my wagon with your perfect, wonderful eggs," he said. "When I return, I will show it to you." And he disappeared into the woods. He came back with Hoppy, looking scruffy and bedraggled. "Hoppy has an amazing egg to be proud of," the Easter rabbit told them. "He has kept Mother Robin's egg warm and safe until her baby bird hatched, and then she could take care of it." The Easter rabbit placed the empty blue shell in the place of honor atop the wagon. Now they were ready to go. The rabbits cheered for the egg that had surprised them all. "It's our best Easter ever, Hoppy," they shouted. Then the brave little bunny and the Easter rabbit rode off together to hide the eggs for girls and boys to find on Easter morning. Did you notice that the baby robin went with them? Something I loved about this book is, did you notice that when each time Hoppy went and saw one of the beautiful eggs, that each one of those rabbits helped him? They didn't go, this is my egg, this is what I'm doing. He got a little bit of chocolate, he got some wood, he got all of the different things to make his egg. They weren't being stingy, they were all helping each other because they were all working toward one thing, which was Easter and making it a fun Easter time for everybody. And I hope that you have a wonderful Easter too. Tomorrow is a holiday, it's Good Friday, and so I won't be back until Monday. But if you want to listen to stories of my stories, they'll be on, well, you know, you can go back on FaceTime too, but they're also on YouTube, on Carlson's Corner on YouTube, so you can watch them there, and I will be back on Monday. And I hope that you all have a very, very happy Easter.